very beautiful morning to you once again. Good morning and welcome to Perspectives Unlimited right here on Wales Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio. Perspectives Unlimited is that platform where we go beyond the news to help you make sense of some of the stories across our various national dailies in a bid to keep you abreast about happenings around Nigeria. As I would always say, that a conversation that concerns the growth of Nigeria is a business of you and I. So this morning again, let us take that business very seriously as we delve into the national dailies and check out some of the latest stories. And, alongside with the analysts in the studio, we'll also be taking a look at them, analyzing them, and of course, when it's time, also open the phone lines for you to also be a part of the show. So we're not going to be the only ones talking about it. You also get the chance to join in the conversation this morning. My name is Toluwaleke Alli, and this morning we're live on Facebook at Wales Radio 893 FM fan page, at Wales Radio 893 FM fan page. And you can also watch us on YouTube at Wales Radio 89.3 FM. At Wales Radio 89.3 FM. As we go on the show, if you have any contributions, you can drop a WhatsApp message on 0915 4999 893. 0915 4999 893. All right, let's take a look at the front pages across some of our national dailies this morning. From the front page of the Punch newspaper for this morning, Wednesday, February 25th, 2026. Above the masthead, oil revenue shake-up. States back Tinubu's executive order. And that's on page 23. Deri's COS cleared as Bayelsa's deputy governor. And the story is on page 14. Recapitalization. Banks raise 4 trillion naira ahead of March deadline. And that's on page 21. And also on page 21 of the Punch newspaper this morning, federal government slammed as medical tourism hits $550 million annually. The lead story on the front page of the Punch newspaper, Tinubu picks Disu for pre-2027 security boost, DIGs to retire. And it has 3 riders. IG Egbetokun summoned to Villa, resigns over family issues. This era begins as Mba, 19 DIGs, AIGs face retirement. 2027 polls in sight as new IG leads Tinubu's new anti-banditry war. And the story is on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Renewed Hope Summit. Tinubu wades into SGF Alia Partoso. And that's on page 14. 395 million naira for e-transmission out of INEC's 873 billion naira budget. And that's on page 14. Ogun woman takes own life after broken engagement. Story can be found on pages 4 and 5 of the Punch newspaper. And the final story, MPC's modest rate cut sends positive signal. That's according to the OPS, and it's on page 22. Moving on to the Guardian newspaper, INEC dismisses claims of result manipulation in FCT polls, and that's on page 3. More businesses go digital as .ng says new 15,216 entries. And that's the business story on page 15 this morning. Pengassan folds inflation yardstick, insists on worsening poverty. And the story is on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper. The lead story reads terrorism. US escalates pressure on Nigeria as African firms hub in Ghana. And that's on page 6. ADC, Accord, others, no deregistration fate, March 24. And that's on page 30. Federal government dragged to ECOWAS court over tax law alterations. The story can be found on page 5 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Armed thugs attack Obi Oyegun ADC members in Edo, and that's on page 29. Dangote refinery to supply 65 million liters of PMS daily. The story is on page 5 of the Guardian newspaper. Diesel steps in as 23rd IGP, reignites tenure controversy, mass exit of senior officers. And that's on page 6. And the final story, CBN rules out extending recapitalization deadline, lowers interest rate by 0.5%. And that's also on page 15 of the Guardian newspaper. On the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, federal government reaffirms stand on religious freedom as U.S. panel recommends repeal of Sharia blasphemy laws in Nigeria. And that's on page 2. CBN's interest rate cuts signals credit expansion, economic growth. That's according to experts. MPR, and it has two riders, MPR reduced by 50 basis points to 26.5%. 20 banks ready for recapitalization meet new minimum capital requirement. That's according to the CBN governor, and it's on page 5. Egbetokun resigns. Tunji Diso is acting GP. 8 DIGs may go. And that's on page 3 with a profile of the acting IGP, also on the front page. Federal government files fresh charges against Ozekome, and that's on page 4. On page 14, Bayelsa Assembly clears Duri's chief of staff as deputy governor. Fire destroyed NIMET equipment at MMIA terminal, and that's according to Keyamo, and it's on page 28. Suspected thugs attack Edo ADC Secretariat, Ode Oyegun's residence, minutes after Akpata's defection. And it has two riders. Ex-APC national chairman links attack to threat on Obi. Edo APC denies involvement. And the story is on page 10. The final story, El Rufai asks court to quash DSS charges against him. And it has two rider Atiku warns over his ill health. Why we are yet to charge him to court, EFCC. And the story is on page 2. Checking out the front page of the Vanguard newspaper for this morning. CBN cuts interest rate to 26.5%, and that's on page 19. Phone tapping charge. DSS can't try me over casual remarks on TV. El Rufai tells court. 2 billion naira damages. And the story is on page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Tinubu to opposition. Elections not won on social media. And that's on page 8. Presidency accepts Egbetokun's resignation as IGP, appoints Tunji Disu in acting capacity. And that story is on page 9. How we escaped assassination in Benin, that's according to Obi Oyegun. And the pictures of, the attempted assassination also on the front page. And the story is on page 7. U.S. Congress recommends measures to end Christian persecution in Nigeria. Calls for legal reforms, improved policing, strengthening of criminal justice sector. 6. Repeal of Sharia blasphemy laws. Demands programs to allow self-defense for farmers. Wants audit report of effectiveness of aid support in Nigeria. 6. Nigeria's divestment from Russian military measures to counter Chinese influence. U.S. pressure on Sharia can cause tension in Nigeria. That's according to Khan. No policy on religious persecution. Federal government replies U.S. Congress. To read all of that, check out page 5 this morning. Those are the stories across some of the front pages of our national dailies this morning. All right, joining me this morning is our analyst, Chukwuemeka Munachiso. Good morning, Chukwuemeka.
Good morning, Tolu.
All right, good to have you on the show this morning. Let's begin with a story that is, the happening story presently, because it's like, we have, when you get a newborn baby, everyone is very eager to, talk about the baby and look at the baby. And I'll be picking from the Punch newspaper this morning. Tinubu picks Disu for pre-2027 security boost. DIGs to retire. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, on Tuesday resigned from office, paving the way for the appointment of Assistant Inspector General of Police, Tunji Disu, as a new police boss ahead of the 2027 general elections. Disu, who was promoted to the rank of AIG in March 2025, is expected to take over from Egbetokun, who was appointed by the president on June 19, 2023. The IG's continued stay in office sparked widespread controversy in 2024 after Egbetokun officially reached the mandatory retirement age of 60 on September 4. However, his stay in office was extended following the amendment of the Police Act. Speaking with one of our correspondents, the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, confirmed that Egbetokun resigned his appointment, citing family issues that require his undivided attention. And he disclosed that the former IG submitted his resignation letter on Tuesday. And the president has accepted the resignation and also appointed AIG Disu as the acting Inspector General of Police with immediate effect ahead of the 2027 general elections. Now, this has also, trigger or may trigger the resignation of some senior officers because checking out the Punch, the Guardian newspaper rather, this morning, the Guardian newspaper has pointed out that 29 DIGs, AIGs are on the path of compulsory retirement, after this has happened. And then there's also a group that has raised the service rule caveat about the fact that Disu has just 2 months to a statutory exit. Now, the same issue with Egbetokun is what is also coming up. In fact, this is even very early. Egbetokun had already served. It just got to the time when he was supposed to retire, he didn't retire. Now, Disu has just 2 months to go.
You see, every day we keep reading some stuff that makes you wonder whether this country is doomed to stagnation. You understand? Whether we are not even looking at how to move forward. You see, when this appointment, when the news broke out, a lot of things came to my mind. The kind of politics we practice in Nigeria, is it politics of patronage or politics of purpose? Do we really have this country in mind? Is there really a place called Nigeria? Does it really exist in the imagination of our leaders? Because if we have a state called Nigeria and we believe in it, everything we are doing must be to make Nigeria a place of competence. You understand? I am not against choosing Disu. The president has the right to choose whoever he wants to choose. But the issue is that, is it about competence or character, or cash and clan? That's the question. Is it about this man has something to offer Nigeria, which if we don't bring him in, Nigeria will lose that thing? What of the position of 29 officers that are going to exit the force because of this man that is coming? Is it another, because Emiloko has, the opposite of Emiloko is Awaloko, Abi? You know, I can't speak Yoruba very well. Awaloko. Is it on the basis of, is our turn? So let's bring our man also. Is it on that basis? That's why, and remember, Buhari told this line. Afenifere was on his neck. Now you can't hear Afenifere again talking. They have all gone dumb. They can't talk again. Because that goes to show you that there is a problem in our country. If we believe in this country, whatever that is not right, with what we condemn in other people, we should also condemn it when our own person is doing the same thing. I remember Afenifere vividly when they went to Buhari's jugular. They said all manner of things. Colonization of Nigeria, every newspaper was writing jargon, rubbish. Did you hear a whimper from Afenifere? Did you hear any newspaper from the Southwest writing about these things? It's not, that goes to show you that we don't have a common purpose in this country. If we really believe that there's a nation called Nigeria, what we condemn in other people, if anybody from our own does the same thing, we should equally condemn it. But you can't hear it. So I'm not against choosing Disu or whoever. But my question is it about competence or character, or is it about clan and cash? That's the question.
Okay, but do you see this as a step in the right direction when it comes to our security presently?
Look, Tolu, security issue is a very big problem in Nigeria. When the new defense minister came on board, General Christopher Musa retired. He said a lot of things. What are we witnessing? There's even a spread. The thing is even spreading to places where they were not occurring even before he came. It's not about securing the space. We have repeatedly talked about the creation of state police. The president is now coming out to say that state police must be created. You know, Ebotoku stood against it. Ebotoku never liked the idea of state police. Probably he didn't want the policing to be unbundled during his time. I don't know, but he never liked it. So let us see whether this promise from the president that each state, which is even a normal thing in a true federation, every state must have there must be local government police, state police, and federal police. Nigeria is the only country that turned federalism upside down, and we are. Let's see whether this man that he has only how many months does he have to stay? He will soon go because his time is up. Why bring in such a man? And remember, it's the same thing that happened in the ambassadorial appointment. Most of the countries are rejecting them because you still have time. There's a limit to the time you will come and stay in a country. You understand? But many people don't know. Most countries rejected them because there is no way you can come and stay only for 2 years to go. That's why they say after election, we will now be able to accept these ambassadorial nominees. Go and check it. Why? Because the time is so short. Why bring in this at this point in time? That's why I asked that question. Is it because of competence or character or clan and cash?
Okay, before we leave Egbetokun's story, there was an online report that alleged that, there was money transferred into his son's account from Anambra State Government Security Vote account. Now, in the Vanguard newspaper this morning, the police has come out to clarify. So they said the 100 million naira paid into the IGP's son's personal account was an error. Okay.
I read the story. They say it was mistakenly paid.
According to the police bureau, during a televised interview, he said that the transfer was made by the owner of the account himself. that's Egbetokun's son, that he returned it himself, that it wasn't, it was just an error, and according to him, said you could remember when it was actually Omoyele Sowore that raised the alarm, said that 100 million naira was paid into the account of the son of the IGP. He said he called the IGP immediately to know what was going on, and he said he saw the 100 million naira in his account, and he told his account officers to reverse the money immediately.
Okay.
How is it?
No, it is a fantastic mistake. 100 million from Anambra State mistakenly paid
security vote account.
I'm coming. 100 million security vote account money. 100 million mistakenly paid into IGP Egbetokun's son's account. That's a fantastic mistake. Mistakenly paid, and they mistakenly returned it. And we are having mistakenly. This country is a Netflix. In fact, would
I say it was just a bank error?
No. It's mistakenly transferred.
And you know that errors happen with banks. Sometimes you want to transfer the money and maybe you went into the wrong account.
Maybe this morning.
And it just happened to be
this morning. I wish that they will mistakenly pay 100 million into your account. Into Tolu account. They will mistakenly paid. If Show already raised that alarm, the money would have been mistakenly kept. The people would have mistakenly kept quiet. Look, Nigeria is a crime scene. I'm sorry to say this. Honestly speaking, every day you wake up, you hear things that you ought not to hear. Anambra State 100 million security money mistakenly paid into Egbetokun's son's account. And he mistakenly
not even his own account.
He's his son. Hey, no, wait now. He's not his own. His son. Tolu, I don't know why. This is a theater of the absurd. You understand? You begin to, and that's why Nigerians are losing hope in the country. Look at what happened in Abuja, the election that took place. How many Nigerians came out? How many people came? People are
high voter apathy.
I'm telling you, these are the reasons why people look at this country and said, "What will this still ever be redeemed?" You know why I still have confidence in Nigeria? I'm a Christian. The Bible told me that there is nothing impossible for God to do. That is why I still have an ant hope of ant weight of hope in Nigeria. There is nothing too difficult for God to do, because every day you wake up to hear bizarre stories, things that ought not to happen, things that you hear and say, did this thing happen? Is it true? But they happen in our country, and we move on because our lives have been rigged. Yes, we don't know. We absorb things. We look at things as we can't be normal. The abnormal is not normal in our country. That's where you hear Anambra State security money mistakenly paid into Egbetokun's son's account. Remember, we had the same thing when some money was swallowed, whether in Benue or something. Money that was meant for one
swallowed by the snake.
Yes, swallowed by the snake. Mistakenly swallowed by the snake.
Well, monkey at some point.
Monkey at a point, it was a monkey that ate
mice.
Mice. You missed. This country is. In fact, I don't know. How can we come out of? Only God knows how we will exit this rubbish we are into as a people. Tolu, if you tell you that I'm a statesman, I'm an elderly statesman, and I wish that my children will not inherit this kind of place. Let there be a Nigeria where people will wake up and hear stories that will inspire hope. Not this kind of rubbish we're hearing.
But this story is actually showing that the guy was very honest. In fact, Udeni said that the guy had to. He was forced to close the account.
Wait, I'm coming. If Sowore did not blow an alarm, do you think they will mistakenly transfer the money back? And the money was mistake. Look, Tolu, we should not look. It is what makes you a very honest person is not what you do when people are looking at you. It's what you do when people are not looking at you. I tell people, what makes you a Christian is not that you are dancing on the stage, jumping up and down, say praise the Lord up and down. What makes you a Christian is who you are in the dark, not who you are in the glare of the public. If the show already did not raise alarm, will they mistakenly transfer the money back? Let us call a spade. Will they do that? Will Nigerians ever know that such a money was mistakenly my foot?
Mistakes happen.
mistakes happen in this kind of mistake, 100 million mistakenly transferred. Why didn't they transfer 100,000 or 50,000? Why must it be Anambra security as something? We should tell ourselves, and look, we will keep on saying the truth. No matter whose us is God, Nigeria is not working, and it must work by the special grace of God. What is it? Mistakenly, you transfer 100 million to somebody's account, and if somebody did not blow the whistle, we will hear it. Do you know how many that have been transferred mistakenly that we didn't hear?
All right, this is Perspectives Unlimited on Wales Radio 89.3 FM. We're going to break now. When we get back, we'll open the phone lines for you to be a part of the show this morning.
Not just another radio station. Wells Radio 89.3 FM, broadcasting from Ibadan, or your state, brings you wholesome programs for you and your family.
Attention, schools in Ibadan and its environs. Association of Christian Schools International, ACSI, is calling on Christian schools, mission schools, and church schools to join us at the annual Kingdom Scholars Rendezvous 2026. Are you ready to see your students shine like never before? Then join us. We're kicking off with the Ibadan edition with the theme Shining Light. Date 5th March 2026. Venue Christ Ambassadors International College, Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. This impactful gathering will feature inspiring sessions with Pastor Dr. Olumuyiwa Adisa alongside engaging group projects, presentations, games, breakout sessions, and exciting musical moment. And that's not all. The Okeogun edition will come up on the 12th March 2026 with the same theme, Shining Light. Venue Sharon Rose Schools and College, Shaki. Speaker Mrs. Teniola Oluwashola, founder and proprietress, Sharon Rose Schools and College, Shaki. Schools in Okeogun and surrounding communities. This is your moment to be part of this life-shaping experience designed to raise confident, faith-driven scholars. Registration is open to both members and non-member schools. Each school slot covers 10 students, the proprietor, 1 teacher, all for 40,000 naira. Give your student a platform to grow in faith, confidence, and knowledge. To register your school, act now. Call 0706 387 1522. Kingdom Scholars Rendezvous 2026. Raising a generation that shines. Association of Christian Schools International, ACSI. Stronger together.
How long will it take you to confirm payment? I have been waiting for the past 1 hour. I am so sorry. Our network is slow. I will just run out of data. Same excuse yesterday. It is unacceptable, please. You better switch to One Data Internet Service. One Data? Yes, One Data. One Data is an internet service provider with the best alternative and solution for unlimited speed. One Data provides fast and reliable internet service to organizations, homes, and places of interest in Nigeria. With One Data, you get to enjoy the premium internet service with dedicated unlimited internet speed at all times, 24/7 fantastic customer service and support, and you enjoy a 1-month free subscription when you make payment. Now is the time to say goodbye to downtimes. Sign up with One Data today on 0811 223 2671 or visit www.onedata.ng for more inquiries. One Data, unlimited speed.
back. This is still Perspectives Unlimited on Wales Radio 89.3 FM. Let me open the phone lines because before now we've already been getting calls. So you can be a part of the show this morning by calling the phone lines 0916 893 1000, 0916 893 1000 or 0915 333 4893. 0915 333 4893. You can also call 0911 333 893. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, our lady Tolu.
Good morning, sir.
And my brother, Chukwemeka.
Good morning, sir.
Chukwemeka. Ona pula go here no. I thank God for your life and the way you are very vocal and speaking about the nepotism and the other acts of practices that is true in Nigeria. And I want to back you up with, and I want you to take note of this. Luke 10:19, always supporting what you have said. At times I'm afraid. So on the second issue is on Okpobolo, Monday Okpobolo. I don't know why he should not be arrested because of immunity or whatever. Last year he was talking about Obi that is not free to come to Edo State. And as we are discussing in a church, a good church, a brother was supporting him, a brother from Edo was supporting him, that he had the right to stop any man from coming because he's the chief security officer. And I asked the man, is it why Upopolo will say that the man who said that he cannot offer you fish, even fish. So you see how Nigeria are looking, and we are calling one Nigeria, which we are not one in any way. I've been here since 1975, and I know what is going on here. So we must be very, very careful and pray well.
Thank you so much, sir.
With the words of God.
Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you. God bless all of you. Bless Nigeria.
Yeah, God bless you too, sir. We were actually still going to come to the to the Aquabolo story, but the phone lines are really buzzing. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, my Ruth calling from Malakia.
Welcome to the show, Ruth.
Yeah, thank you. Now, on the resignation of the Inspector General, is really a welcome development because since we emerged, there has been no significant improvement in insecurity, and many corruption allegations have been linked to his leadership. So it's high time our government wake up, fight corruption seriously, and create an environment where peace and unity can truly reign in the country. That's all we want. All we want is a peaceful nation. Good morning.
All right, thank you so much. 0916 893 1000, 0915 333 4893. Hello.
Hello, good morning, West Radio.
Good morning, sir.
My name is George. I'm calling you from Olugo.
Welcome to the show, Mr. George.
Emeka, God bless you.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you very much. I like the way you ended it. We will not keep quiet. We will continue to talk until God give us right answer. Tinubu came in, he said, it's my turn. And the people from his area say it's our turn. Look at the way they are picking the new IG and packing so many other qualified people. And we are complaining that we don't have enough policemen. Can we can we recruit new policemen and have the type of experience that these 39 police officers that are going to go because we appointed one person? Can we get it within 1 year? We will not get it. Why are we doing things the wrong way when we know the problem we are having at hand? That is my complaint this month. And you said something. You said every day we wake up, to a new story. Negative ones. The one I even saw this night when I was pumping water, because we don't always have light here. Osun State own is coming. You will hear their story very soon. Whether it's there, I don't know. Whether they put it in the paper, I don't know. People that are being killed in this country. They say for 20 days in February, 323 people were killed in Nigeria. They are not solving all those problems. And we are hearing of billions being stolen. Why didn't they pay that money to my account? These are arrangements. Bad leadership. Bringing this country down. And the world is watching us. The world is watching Nigeria. And we're going down every day. May God help this country.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You can hear the pain in his voice and, the concern as well. Now, let's come to Okpebolo, Obi. So, yes, sometime last year, the governor of Edo State said it out in public that okay, let's quickly pick this one. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
This is Ademke from Muslim.
Welcome to the show, Ademke.
Thank you. Yeah, concerning the resignation of Egbetokun, to me, it is another false exit at the top. Because Mr. Kayode Egbetokun resigning after a presidential directive, after the president order again raises the real issue. Leadership changes mean nothing without visible improvement in security and police conduct under the federal government. So Nigerians are watching the outcome, not announcement. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Aderonke. Okay, so he came out in public to say that Peter Obi shouldn't come into Edo State without getting clarification or getting cleared by him. Else, if he comes, whatever he sees, it should take. But yesterday, Peter Obi defied that order, and it was in Edo State. And the Punch newspaper report that was yesterday morning. Yes, there was a gunman attack on Obi, Odiege, Oyegun, and ADC chiefs in Edo State, and they narrowly escaped an assassination attempt. Should this be because the governor has already told them that don't come, if you want to come, let me know, else whatever it is that you see, you take that way?
You see, Tolu, that's why I'm so worried, like many responsible Nigerians, about the trajectory where we are right now. You bring in people that you bring people that have nothing to offer as far as leadership is concerned, and you put them on top of the people. You bring in people that do not even understand what it takes to be in leadership position. Look, Tolu, there is freedom of movement in our constitution. You are free to move from here to Oka and go there and stay. Nobody will ask you for clearance. I know that net worth individuals, they are also Nigerians. When that statement was made last year, either July or June, the nation went up in uproar. Condemnations here and there. Why should a sitting governor make such a reckless, irresponsible statement? No action was taken. No, the governor was not reprimanded by authorities above him. Now we are seeing the fruit of that reckless, irresponsible statement. Imagine if Peter Obi and Oyegu were killed in Edo State. You would throw this country into a turmoil. We are sitting already on not even keg, we are not sitting on a load, on a drum of gunpowder. Nigeria is a state that is combustible, and we must be very careful. Now, imagine if something had happened to these people. Do you think that Nigerians will keep quiet? It's a reckless gamble on people. The man just went there to he said courtesy visit.
Yes, he even donated to
courtesy visit, and you as a governor, remember what the same governor did when he went to what do they call is it one university town in Edo State, because students came out to protest against incessant kidnapping. He arrested them and detained them. The same governor. See, I keep saying that when we want our recruitment process is very, very faulty. We don't even look at people we bring in. That's why I've said this as repeatedly. There was a man I interviewed some years ago when I was writing for a particular magazine. The man schooled abroad, lived all his life abroad. He came back here, an elderly man, I've forgotten his name. We met at Molete. He was telling me a story. He said when he came back, he couldn't fit into Nigeria. And I think he died as a result of what he met here. Elderly man. He said when he came back here, he discovered that Nigerians are behaving, let me use the word he said, are behaving like animals because the leaders treat them like animals. That those who are leading Nigerians will never be allowed to take care of animals in the country where he lived all his life. I said, Baba, why are you making this statement? He said, because they don't have the competence. They don't have the psychological fitness to govern over people. Look at what is going on in our country. Look at people that we call leaders, what they do. Okay, you can pick your call.
Hello?
Yeah. Ma'am, good morning, West Radio.
Good morning, sir.
No, my name is Salami. I'm calling from Mawatan. Good morning, Mr. Chukwuemeka.
Yeah, good morning, Salami.
My brother, well done, sir. You see, for me, I have to comment on the 100 million naira paid, allegedly erroneously paid into former IG son's account. You see, for me in this country, our moral decadence is actually worsening. Why I'm saying this is that I don't know why our public officers kind of make their family as part of their offices. Tell me, to start with, how can such a huge amount be erroneously paid? After all the verifications done here and there, that okay, they will now say in narrow transfer to a better concern. Something must be behind it. And I just want to call on our political leaders and our political officers that they should keep away their children and their family from their office. Honestly speaking, same scenario allegedly occurred during the 3 lights of the former DG of SSS, when they said the son too was allegedly involved in some financial, malfeasance that time. Why? And moreover, why wait until Showore had to raise the alarm? Remember, Mr. Chukwuemeka, I think in the 80s or 90s, which was ABB that paid some money, allegedly paid some money to Gani Fahimi's account. Immediately Gani Fahimi got wind of it. He went to the bank and quarreled with the bank. And that was why when Gani Fahimi remained a hero to ABB that time. That was why he said Gani Fahimi was the only person he regarded among all the human rights activists. So it's like being the IG doesn't now mean that, okay, your son too can have some influence on certain things for the state and for some government. Our politically exposed leaders should actually, sorry to say, should actually tread softly. And this money is too much. I'm sure that money is from Anambra money, 100 million naira. Can you imagine what we have done in the lives of these people? Right? So you are putting that into the IG stuff, and may God help this country. That's just it. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Salam.
So Tolu, where did we? There are a lot of things.
Yes. Hello.
Sorry, George calling back.
Welcome back, sir.
Agbetoku, is it the same Agbetoku who is the IG that is resigning?
Yes.
Okay, I think you see him now. You see it? His son is the one they pay state money to.
Mistakenly, sir.
That is the word. Let me add it to my sentence so that two of us will not fight. Mistakenly paid to the son of Egbetoku. Look, if you get to a stage, every Nigerian, everywhere in the world, it is passing through a street, they will be watching the person until he gets to where he's going. Which story are we telling ourselves, for God's sake? You will hear your food, oh no, it's coming, oh, they are already everywhere now on television. You will hear it. When a governor and his allies are quarreling with an auditor that you are appointed to handle issue for you. Look, we should stop this thing now. What are we doing, for God's sake? What are we doing to this country? They are giving the IG an easy way to escape now. My friend, go and resign now, because this matter will make you lose all your entitlement. He has to resign, and he's going now. And everybody will keep quiet. The whole thing will end that way. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Judge. So this attack now, who do we blame?
You blame the governor. Yes, you blame the governor. Because that's why when police arrest, when there are certain things they will tell you, any statement you make, he said something that I can't guarantee your safety last year, and now something is happening. Is it me you come and blame? Am I the governor of the state?
APC has distanced themselves.
They will distance them.
They don't know anything about it.
If something had happened to these two people, this thing they are talking will be a child's play. Honestly speaking, they will not be saying this thing they are saying. Thank God that nothing happened to Oyegu or P2B. Thank God nothing happened. Thank God they didn't kill them. But is this what we are going to see in 2027? Politics of brigandage, politics of bloodshed, politics of employing thugs to fight against opposition. And let me tell you something. Any democracy without a viable opposition is not democracy. And this is what we are witnessing in our country. Go and check. Look at how they are heckling Trump in America. Go and check. Do you know what happened in Ghana as recently? The president, John Mahama, withdrew the Ghana High Commissioner in Nigeria because of vote buying in primaries. National Democratic Congress of Ghana, they were doing primaries. The man was alleged to have engaged in vote buying. While as a High Commissioner in Nigeria, the man withdrew him from his position and brought him back to Ghana. Can it happen in Nigeria? Was it not in this country people shared dollars? Primary. Did it happen? Was it not in this country people cloned bishops, called mechanics and artisans and put a robe on them to be bishops? Did anything happen? We are not fighting corruption. We are on daily basis enabling corruption in our country.
Okay, let's pick this call before we get to the U.S. Congress. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, this is Benga Mario calling from Apacha.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Benga Mario.
Thank you. Now, I think what happened to Peter Obi and yesterday. Thank you. Thank God that you are not saying RIP for both of them. God forbid. But the thing is, we must turn away from the politics of bitterness. How on earth? We cannot allow the governor. That the governor really maybe he knows about it, despite the part of the statement he made some time ago about the safety of Peter Obi whenever it comes to the state. And as well, we heard that there are landing issues among the ADC stalwarts, even in Edo. They are having some party issues. So I think the thing is the case is dicey. But whichever way the case might be, it talks about the lacuna in our security architecture in the country. Because if Peter Obi can be, if his caliber, his personality, and from a basic one can be that run after. I'm talking about wanting to assassinate them. How much you and I, we are not even know. So it talks about the incoming IGP to please bring security among those political elites, and not only them, among Nigerians, because that shows a security lapse in our country, and we not tolerate that. And lastly, on the issue of this that becoming as IGP, I think I'm not going to expect many things from him, because number one, he's not going to change the mantra. He's going to work with the same team, the same policemen that are on ground. is going to work with the same men on ground, the same mentality. So I think I'm not going to expect much from him. And just like what Mr. George said, that like 24 DIGs are going to be retired. Now, without replacement, the thing that they've had, the brain that they had while they are in service is going to go with them by the time they retire. So who's going to fill the space? May God of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much for your take this morning, Mr. Binga Mario. Okay, let us come to the Vanguard newspaper, where the U.S. Congress has recommended measures to end Christian persecution in Nigeria. And of course, part of their recommendations has also sparked outrage amongst some quarters, because part of their recommendation is that Sharia laws should be scrapped.
Okay, let me say something here. Is Nigeria a secular state? If Nigeria is a secular state, how come we are having the different type of penal codes in a country that is a secular state? That's the question. You understand? If Nigeria is a secular state, there is no way whereby you will practice your own religious law differently from what the state is saying. If Nigeria is a secular state, I'm not against anybody, but all of us must be under one penal code, not divergent penal codes. Because by that, you are look at, before we are told, Sharia will not affect non-Muslims. But go and look at what Hizbah is doing in the north. You say you don't drink alcohol because of your religion. Yes, you have the right to your own opinion. But why destroying the business concerns of other people in the name of your religion? Imagine if those people should rise up and fight you. Do you think there will be chaos all over the place if you don't drink? And when they pay VAT on the same beer you condemn, you collect it. Why should you collect VAT on something you don't take? And why should you destroy the business concerns of other people in the name of your religion? That's the dichotomy we have in our, and that is why I was even expecting that this man Amadi Azierima, he was the one who brought this Sharia issue when he was in Zamfara State as a governor. He was the one who floated the kite under Obasanjo. Obasanjo said it's a political thing that it will fizzle out, but the thing has expanded. Now go and check what is happening in Niger State. You are not tackling. You are fixated on religion, promoting religion, doing something that look. Our problem is that we have not been able to tell ourselves the honest truth. If Nigeria is a secular state, let's live as a secular state. Let every religion be allowed to thrive. Let government not back any religion, even in the constitution. People are free. That's why I keep saying, if I become the head of president of Nigeria tomorrow, by God's grace, I become the president. Let me tell you one thing I will do. The first thing I will do is that I will demolish the chapel in Aso Rock. I will demolish the mosque. I won't allow such totems to be there. If I want to worship, I go outside and worship. If a Muslim becomes a president, let him go to national as a mosque and worship. You understand what I'm saying? Because we don't want to paint a picture that, look, religion what has religion brought to Nigeria? Tell me one thing, good thing that, I'm not talking of godliness. Well, there are different things. Because when I mention religion now, people will say this man is, I'm not anti-God. What religion is man's attempt to serve God. It's not godliness. We are too religious and we engage in flamboyant corruption. That is religion. But godliness will help you to know that this thing, you are in a position to serve the people and not to serve yourself. We are religious people, and yet this is a place where criminality thrives on a daily basis. So it's not about godliness, it's about religion. And religion is euphemism for corruption. Now, this thing they are saying about if Nigeria is a secular state, let's promote the secularity of our country. Let me, as a Christian, aspire to any position I want to be in Nigeria. Let a Muslim himself aspire, irrespective of where he's coming from, irrespective of his religion, as far as he does not carry it into governance.
Okay, we won't be able to touch on the other, aspects of the recommendations, because it also talks about how Nigeria, it seeks that Nigeria's divestment from Russian military and counter Chinese influence and all of that. And of course, we know that the U.S. president and China are not
Tolu, the thing is that no country will come and help you without making a demand. So if they are saying we should do away with China, and what is even China contributing to us, apart from Nigeria being their biggest market, go and check the problem behind illegal mining in the north. Tell me the country that's behind it. And before we go, Nigerians should also know that, is it Jimmy Disu? What's the name of this?
Tunji Disu.
Tunji Disu is also a Lagos Island boy. He's from Lagos.
He's from Lagos Island.
And Tinubu is from Lagos Island boy. So it is well.
All right, thank you so much. I'm so sorry I won't be able to pick any more calls right now. It's about time for us to go. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, Tolu. God bless Nigeria.
And thank you so much for being a part of the show this morning. As I would always say, wherever it is that you find yourself, whatever it is that you find yourself doing, always ensure that you put Nigeria out there in good light. God bless you and God bless Nigeria. Have a great day ahead.